Welcome to episode 1 of How to Plan Your Wedding in 10 Days. I'm Andie, the founder of The Bridal Journey, and along with me, I've got Georgie from After the Rock. Planning a wedding can feel overwhelming, but breaking it into daily, manageable tasks makes it approachable and enjoyable. In this episode, we'll share how to approach the process with Georgie's expert guidance and practical tools. So, planning a wedding in manageable steps is about focusing on one task at a time. Georgie, tell us why this approach makes such a difference.
Look, getting married is completely overwhelming. You get engaged, and everybody is all of a sudden asking you, when's the date? What are you doing? Who's invited? Where is it going to be? There's just a lot of questions coming at you. So you really have to start by stopping. Like, you have to actually take a step back and take a deep breath and really tackle it one thing at a time. We are all so busy. Our lives are so busy. To add in planning to that, like, if you try to tackle it all in one go, you're just going to overwhelm yourself and you're just not going to enjoy the process at all.
So, we'll start with today's task we're going to get our audience to do.
Mm.
And so it's just a little bit less overwhelming. And this is about understanding your priorities. So, what are some examples of priorities and what, the, the people listening, they're engaged. What do we need to kind of do first to kick things off?
So, with my couples, I really want to understand who they are as people. So, I don't necessarily get them to do this exercise, but the way that I talk to them, I get out of them what's most important to them. So, I've made it really simple and digestible for everyone to sit down, grab a piece of paper. I want you to do it. I want your partner to do it as well. Do it separately, not together, because it's really interesting to see each other's priorities. And then I want you to take a step back. Don't think about where the wedding's going to be or what you need to organize or who you need to book. It's none of that. It's about how you feel and how you want to feel and what's important to you. So definitely start with, there are 5 key topics that I always think are the priorities. Everyone thinks that, like, oh, this is the most important thing, but that's totally subjective. So let's find out what your most important thing is. So whether that be styling and aesthetics. So are you obsessed? So write down styling and aesthetics, and then you want to put a number next to that. So styling and aesthetics are how you want your wedding to look. Do you really care about the details, the look, feel, the floristry, like anything to do with styling? Then if that's like your dream of seeing your wedding, on the pages of Vogue, on the bridal journey, then that will probably be number one for you. Another priority could be food and drink. So, do you always go to the best restaurants? Are you always going to the opening of whatever's new and amazing? Are you traveling the world just to try different restaurants? Do you love cocktails? Like, is a drinks really important to you? That might be one of your priorities. So, write down food and drink. The next one is entertainment. So, is it all about the dance floor or the flash mob choir, or the string quartet as you walk down the aisle? Like, is entertainment super important to you? So that's the third one. Fourth is planning and logistics. So is the flow of the day the most important thing to you? That people know how they're getting from A to B, that everything flows so smoothly and people don't understand why it was just such an amazing wedding, just the feel and vibe. That would be the planning and logistics. And then the last one is capture. And by capture, I mean photography and videography. Some people put huge importance on how their wedding is captured because obviously that's your memories for your lifetime, is how it's captured. But also that includes like your dress, your glam. So if those elements are really important to you, then pop that down as one. So there's 5 there. So we've got styling and aesthetics as one. We've got food and drink as another. The third one is entertainment. The fourth is obviously capture. And the fifth is planning and logistics. So I want you to sit down. I want you to really think about you and your partner. What would you put as your number one? What would you put as your number 5? Do it separately and then join forces and just see which is of most importance to you. And it just gets you aligned. And then throughout the whole process, you're going to be going back to those priorities. And when you're there arguing about the flavor of the cake and you both realize that food and drink was actually a 5 and a 5 for you guys, you're going to park it and you're going to go, it's not that important to us. Let's not put too much energy and focus on that one thing.
Great. So this is kind of acting as a bit of an anchor
Yes,
to rein things in
100%.
and remind yourself what is truly important to you, because I think as the planning process comes along, you can really get carried away with certain things that are not necessarily on that original, non-negotiables for you and your partner.
100%. And I think like it just really helps you to focus as a couple. It helps you to communicate that as well to your suppliers and to your families. But it also is that starting point to really get on the same page and get into your feelings. Like you'll see throughout this like next, 10 episodes that we really want to tap into who you are as a couple and what's important to the two of you, because that's the most important thing when you're planning a wedding.
Thanks, Georgie. So, we've covered in episode 1, is it possible to plan your wedding in manageable steps? So, next week, we've got an exercise. So, top priorities for you as a couple, styling and aesthetics, planning and flow, and entertainment. And we've also got a little PDF downloadable that you can access through the link in our show notes. You can take that along as we guide you through each episode on how to plan your wedding in 10 days.